the gimmick. My guitar lost 2 of its strings, and so I made a song. Yeah, I wrote 2 other songs before this one, but the first one, there were some problems, there were some issues, there were some things that happened, and it wasn't great for me personally. So I wasn't able to make that one because it was just, because it just kept breaking itself. Okay? It wouldn't stop messing up. It just refused to not hack itself right up. So yeah, it's been taking a while for me to, I guess, start on this project. But yeah, that one has just kept messing up. However, if it hadn't messed up, I probably wouldn't be coming to the conclusion of making an album with this gimmick, because in the time that I've been trying to make that other one work, I've created so many more riffs, just like messing around, because I keep putting my guitar back in this state so that I can rewrite or re-record that other one. And every time I do, I make more stuff because I'm just messing around in this. And it is fun to just have these 2 strings missing and just see what kind of stuff you can come up with. So I just keep getting more and more stuff. This one is the first one that's being released of it, but it's not at all the first one I wrote. In fact, it's like at least the 3rd, maybe the 4th. The second one, well, you're probably wondering, because the first one's the only one that's had like huge issues like that, but the second one, you may be wondering why that one isn't, why I didn't go with that one first, and it's because it's very long, and I did 3 guitar parts for it, and I did them a while ago, and I don't remember any of them. I don't even a single one. So I'm gonna have to probably learn all of those again, which is going to take a minute. It's gonna take a sec. Okay. Yeah, I went with this one first because I did it real recently, and I still remember how it goes. So that's nice. Can I go over different parts? You know, I'll go over what my favorite part of this one is, because I feel like that's an interesting question, I guess. And again, no questions. No questions. None. No questions. No, not a single question was asked. I'm mostly goofing, obviously. I felt last time like I came across really salty about like the fact that there were no views. Which wasn't the intent. It was more a goof, and also stating the fact. I don't know. I wasn't actually that salty about it, but it definitely looked like I was. But anyway, so yeah, things I guess I went right back to trying to. I would have thought. Maybe that's what I was going. I would have thought people would ask or want to know. Maybe that's probably what I'll do. Is answer those kind of questions, and that is perhaps one of them. What is my favorite part of the song? And I'll answer that, okay? Even though nobody asked it, here I go. That part's great to me. That's my favorite part. And I guess, yeah, I don't know. I didn't feel the need to answer that question about the other one because I didn't think it was nearly as interesting. Because again, the other one was like an exercise first. I wrote it as an exercise, a finger exercise, a warm up or whatever, more than an actual song originally. Then I made it into a song, obviously. But yeah, for this song, I don't know. I just started messing around and wrote stuff that I thought sounded really cool, and that's probably my favorite part still. And then when making the song, I found a bunch of like ideas, right? Like that, and I tried to figure out how to like stick everything together because I didn't have the glue, as it were, all the like transitional moments down yet, and I knew I wanted something like really like chonkin', and that's like that part is for that because it's just drive. So cool. And I did a lot of that where it's like alternating from like super kind of chill to like really drivey. And I don't know. I like that style a lot. Having like a huge dynamic between like really rhythmic, aggressive stuff and like really melodic, like that's a perfect example of it. And I think that's probably why that's my favorite part, is because it's so like just clear, the like bipolarness of it. Okay, and then the name. I'm really bad at naming songs, but with this one I have an interesting kind of crutch, you could call it, because the album I'm gonna name Phantom Strings, and that came up because I broke 2 of the strings, and you know, so at some point I think I had a goof where like the strings were dead, and they're like, I was gonna make a skit in one of the videos, maybe. I don't know if I can ever get like to the point where I'll have like the necessary stuff to actually do it, but I was gonna make a skit where like the strings are haunting me during the song, and that'll probably be, if ever, that'll probably be in the quintessential Phantom Strings song, which is gonna be the first one that I wrote, and will probably not be anywhere near the first one I release. Obviously not. I already released one, so, and it wasn't that one, so you know. But anyway. Yeah, so I had like a ghosty thread at that point, right? So initially I was going to name the song Wraith, because I thought it was really cool, it was really like aggressive, and I feel like just ghosts by nature, they have that like kind of like flowy, mysterious, almost sad, you know, vibe about them, period. But then wraiths are more aggressive, so I thought that was good for this. But it also is kind of one note throughout the song, and the way it fades in and out, I thought that sounded really cool. It was kind of like in limbo a little bit, and then that's why I was like, Purgatory. That's also a ghosty thing. There we go. So now it's Purgatory. So it was initially Wraith. I may name one of the other ones Wraith. Yeah. In fact, I think the second one I wrote would be perfect for Wraith. Stop. I don't know if anyone in the distant future, if anyone ever finds these logs, someday I'll have you. If you hear the song that I'm talking about, it ends, or near the end, it's a very Tool-y vibe. I think it's like one of them's just doing that the whole time, the other one starts. Oh yeah, and the bass part, which is really, it's funny how the bass part, that's a good thing to talk about. The bass part came about because the drum beat I had going with the toms, like thing, and then I accidentally made this thing with the guitar, and I didn't even realize what I was hearing. I thought it was just like the harmonics playing with the toms and the chugging of the, I thought they like did a weird thing where it was like tricking my ears to hear this riff, but it turns out on the higher guitar riff I played this completely unintended. And I heard that with the toms, it would like perfectly fit for like the rhythmic part. So then that's what the bass riff for that part ended up being like. A little bit. I didn't have to relearn the bass part because I didn't record the footage for that. Yeah, but it was something like that, and it was just, it like fit perfectly. So perfectly that I don't think that part was meant initially to be as long as it was, but because I found that bass riff for it, and the like with how the drums were doing and everything, it just like sounded so nice together. Again, it was very Tool-esque, and so eventually I was like, all right, well now I'm just gonna, with the lead guitar, do all these weird like. it's got a weird rhythm to it. I can't remember it off the top of my head. But anyway, the point is, it sounded very nice, very nice. So I wanted it to go on longer, I guess. And yeah, with the it does sound super tooly, but it's I think it's fitting, I guess. It's just, again, with the rest of the song being like this kind of drony situation, it works really well to end on that, which is so many moving parts, but still is that kind of like drone-esque-ness about it. And I've done that a couple times in these already. Actually, I guess only one other time, because I've only done 3. The second one, again, what may end up being Wraith, also has a tooly part in there. And I'll obviously I'll talk about that. If it does end up being Wraith, I'll definitely mention that this is the one I was talking about. This is the second one I wrote, Wraith. And if it doesn't, I'll mention I named it something else. However, yeah, I think it's pretty. It does fit, right? It's like the tooly nature of it with that drone and that kind of like ness. Anyway, this is the first. It's not gonna. Okay, the album structure I haven't 100% gotten yet, but I do think this will be like third-ish track on there. I feel like it feels like a third-ish track, right? And then I feel Phantom Strings maybe right before this one, and then Wraith I think is gonna be like third to last, right? I've got a ness about how I want the album to flow. I've actually already got. Oh, that's right. I have another one recorded already. Mostly, I don't know how I forgot about that already, but well, actually, I kind of do. I recorded it literally in I just started playing something and I was like, that sounds really cool. And then I just sat down and started recording it, and so it's already done. But that one I know is near the end. That one has to be near the end, if not the very last, the second to last. And the only reason I think it may be the second to last is because I have another song that I feel like would be good for the closer, another riff that I've started. I haven't actually made the rest of the song, so we'll see, if it will work that way. I guess tell me if it's no one's gonna watch this. Comment on the video me talking about the other video that I didn't get any comments on. Comment on this one though. All those people who didn't watch the last one, yeah. Watch this one and then comment on. Again, it sounds like I'm being salty. I'm still just trying to move setup. Could you please? I'm doing things! Yeah, I think I'm probably about done. Maybe I should talk about the dynamic between the two guitars, because I have and I do this a lot actually. In the other ones, it's like this as well. Seriously, so could you? It's really now. Freezies, my guy. Okay, I do this a lot where I do harmonies in the guitars, and that's what this one is too. There's a main riff, and it's kind of low to mid sounding one, and then there's the high harmony riff. And so when you're hearing it probably sounds like there's a lot more going on. It's because there is. There's also right, and that sounds really cool. And then there's another part that I should probably mention, and that's fun. Is this? So funny thing I did there was obviously I can't do power chords, at least not there on that one. I can do them here. Those aren't nearly as chonky as ones that you would do up there, because I'm missing that string to do those with. So what I did, please, okay. So what? Right up, right? Could you stop? Yeah. Okay. So what I did, when I harmonized with the higher one, I did a. And that's probably very obvious. Really, could you? Okay. That's probably very obvious when you're listening to it. It's suddenly, go. And that's the fifth. So I'm doing a power chord with the two different parts. That was fun. I liked that note that I added in. Literally note. I was thinking figurative note. Oops, again, I accidentally made a goof, so that part was a little interesting, but now I think I'm out of things to talk about. Other than, the only other thing I could think of is, like, again, that there was harmonies, so maybe I could go over that other harmony, please? Please. Okay, what the high guitar is doing in there, it's just, this was a cool note as well, because I don't know how it happened, but I couldn't, like, keep up with that riff on the high one and make it sound good, like that doesn't sound right, you know? So instead what I ended up doing was this really like noise. Same thing happened with the bass. I was actually trying to follow this one at first, but I ended up switching to the other one, and you'll notice if you go listen to that, it has such this like driving to it. And it's fucking great. I really like that change of choice there, and like the harmonies between the guitars is always pretty good. So anyway, I think that is now. Had to get one more, and I had to, yeah. I can't believe you. You guys always gotta get the last word, I swear. Jesus Christ, my man. Whew. Can you lose it? It's being real quiet now. It's real quiet. Yeah. You're ashamed, aren't you? Ashamed of yourself. You should be, frankly. I'm ashamed of you. You know? Sir. Alright. I'm not, no, not even paying attention to you.